I didn't plan on humiliating her that night. I only wanted the truth to breathe. But once she laughed in my face, something in me hardened. A calmness, a certainty, the kind that only betrayal can carve into a man. Her laughter still rings in my ears, shrill, mocking, sharpened by years of envy she never bothered to hide. And when she called me a leech, I realized I wasn't the only one being fed on. I just happened to be the only one paying for it. There was a time my wife looked at me like I was her anchor. Not her stepping stone, not her wallet, but her peace. Back then, her sister, Alina, was just the chaotic younger sibling always between jobs. I didn't mind helping. A bill here, rent there, medical fees when she claimed she twisted her ankle. My wife always said, "She's just struggling. She'll find her footing." I believed her. I wanted to. Before love rots, it blooms so beautifully you never think to check the roots. The first shift was small. My wife's sudden defensiveness whenever money came up, her tension whenever her sister texted, then the secrecy, the late nights, the tucked-away phone, the whispering in the hallway behind half-closed doors. I didn't chase the truth, I let it come to me. And it did. A receipt, simple, ordinary, sitting on the dining table like a trap forgotten by the hunter. 2 identical payments, same date, same pharmacy. One paid by my wife, one paid by me, for Alina. My wife wasn't just covering for her sister, she was siphoning money to her, quietly, repeatedly, behind my back, for months. And when I followed the trail, I found something uglier. My wife had told Alina that she was the one paying everything, that I refused to help. I became the villain in a story I didn't even know was being written. I wanted to confront, to demand answers, to explode. But I didn't. Calm men win wars. Angry men lose them. So I documented everything, quietly. Receipts, transfers, screenshots, conversations. I locked every truth in a folder and labeled it something no one checks, tax papers. Then I reduced my financial involvement piece by piece, just enough to tighten the rope without snapping it. Every month, Alina relied more on my payments. Every month, my wife relied more on the lie. And every month, my silence sharpened into something precise. Step 1. Close every extra account my wife used. Legally mine, legally shut. Step 2. Freeze discretionary spending. Quietly, so the money stream feeding her sister dried without warning. Step 3. Redirect my salary to a new personal account. Entirely legal, completely clean. Step 4. Wait. People reveal themselves when the money stopped. It took 10 days. My wife panicked. Not over us, not over trust, over bills. Her sister's rent, her sister's Wi-Fi, her sister's personal loan. All the things she had sworn she was managing on her own. But I still didn't confront. I waited for the perfect moment. The moment when truth would hurt the most. It happened at a family dinner. My wife's sister strutted in wearing new clothes, bought with money she assumed had flowed from me. She sat across from me, full of attitude, and said loudly enough for everyone to hear, "Your wife built everything by herself, not like you, a leech." I didn't blink. I didn't even raise my voice. I simply said, "Then I'll stop paying your bills. Let her bankroll your life." The room froze. Alina's smile faltered. Her eyes widened, panic blooming before she could hide it. And then she whispered, so quietly only guilt could hear it, "What bills?" Perfect. I leaned back, calm, measured, and slid my phone across the table. The folder labeled tax papers open. Every receipt, every transfer, every lie. Her face drained. My wife's too. The truth spread across that table like spilled ink. Slow, dark, irreversible. That night ended everything. Not with shouting, not with violence, with silence. My wife cried. Her sister begged. Both insisted it was miscommunication. But betrayal doesn't need a translation. I didn't file for divorce immediately. I didn't have to. I simply stopped being available to fund the life they built on lies. And when the money vanished, so did their unity. Within weeks, Alina moved out of state, chasing another safety net to cling to. My wife faced something she never expected: herself. People think revenge is loud. Mine wasn't. It was a door quietly closing behind me, a life reclaimed, a truth restored. And as I walked away from both sisters, I realized something. I was never the leech. I was the host. And once I stopped feeding them, they starved on their own lies. That was all the justice I needed.